Okay, we need to be so real about online dating right now. It is in the pits. The pits of But for real. Okay, welcome to another video. I'm gonna get straight into it. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTuber stuff, but I need to talk about this. It's been plaguing me. So, I really hate dating apps. And even though I know that people have met their forever people on there, and hey, it could still happen for me. I don't know. I just hate the concept of them in the way that they are designed. We got Tinder with this whole swipey, whatever, and they want you to give them a bunch of money for extra features, blah, 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 because they do not care about you finding love. They care about you staying on the app for as long as possible. Your love story is only a means to a marketing campaign, and that's that on that, personally. Tinder does not give a fuck about you. On the less evil scale, we have Hinge and Bumble. Those ones are just not really nice to use. Like, I don't enjoy using them. But it feels like maybe they have better intentions in their app building. It's a lot less doom scroll feeling than Tinder. It makes you read more, and it makes you react to people's actual personalities more than Tinder does. And then, out the woodwork, we have Facebook dating. I think that Facebook dating is low-key the best dating app in the way that it's designed, in the way of the features, etc. Like, you can comment on people's posts, you can have your prompts, you can see who's liked you, which is a feature that Tinder makes you pay for, etc., etc. But it's Facebook dating, bro. There are bare weirdos on Facebook dating. Which is rude to say, because I am talking to one guy off Facebook dating right now. But we'll see if he fucking passes the test, bro, because I have a very thin line for men. You have, like, about, I want to say 3 strikes you're out, but it's really 2 strikes. It's like 2 strikes, 3 if the second strike isn't really that bad, if it's something I need to ponder on. But you're not getting more than 3. Nah. You piss me off one too many times, you're done. Yeah, the guy I'm talking to is only on his first strike. His first strike, maybe I'll forgive him for it. Maybe. I don't forgive men very easily. That being said, let's get back on the topic. Dating apps, yay or nay? I'm gonna say nay, obviously, if you haven't guessed yet. But I just feel like the reason we are turning to dating apps is definitely because of how workaholic we've become and how detached we've become to meeting people in real life, etc. But with this new wave I've seen of people decentering social media and leaving short-form content to really indulge in long-form content, stuff like that, people having no screen days, etc., I feel like we are returning to what should be normal of going out and meeting people in real life, etc. I find a struggle to do that in my life because I find that I'm always at work, at home, or hanging out at a friend's house, or in a setting where I am not trying to get flirted on. Personally, I don't like to get flirted with or on or flirt with anyone when I'm on a friend outing. I just find it to not be a situation I'm comfortable with. I personally like to keep my love life on lock. Maybe I'll tell you guys little smidgens here and there, and I have like maybe 3 friends that I tell everything ish to. I don't even tell my friends that I tell everything to everything. Like, I keep details very locked down, because if I didn't keep the details of my last relationship locked down, bro, I'd be literally, they would have crucified me. I would have been under a jail. My friends would have beat my ass. I tolerated so much, but I did feel like it was good to tolerate those things by myself sometimes. It's because sometimes I feel like friends give a lot of opinions that they never take themselves. I feel like dating apps really prey on just the human loneliness epidemic, you could say. Preys on just the human ego and spirit, because it makes you feel like you have infinite options, and it really dehumanizes the people on the other screen. Obviously, I'm not innocent. When I'm swiping, I'm like, ew, what is this creature? Like, literally, you dehumanize the people that you're swiping on, and you can't tell me that when you're swiping on Tinder, you're not cringing. Like, you're not going, ugh. And then yet, when you get unmatched, or when anybody is being dry with you, you're like, me? You unmatched me? And it's just a big fight of ego, and I think that human beings are not meant to experience that much rejection in such a short period of time. When you are on Tinder, you are rejecting and being rejected at lightning speed. I don't think you need to know how many people are and are not attracted to you. And even though it's not the actual exact amount of people in the world who are or are not attracted to you, it is a number and a statistic that you can see. And when you're not getting a lot of matches, you can literally feel like, wow, I am chopped. And when you are getting a lot of matches, it's like, wow, I'm getting so many matches, but nothing's real. Like, none of these people actually want to meet up. All these people just want to smash, or none of these people have actual substance, and I'm bound to and destined to just fall into these meaningless, terrible situationships and loveless relationships, whatever. That kind of mindset just makes you spiral. You're like, will I ever find a relationship? Blah, 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 blah. And we're trying to get out of that. We're trying to decenter men. And having an entire app on your phone where the entire point is to talk to them. I'm just not here for it right now. Not in 2026. Not right now. No. And I would always be on Facebook dating because it was a tab on my Facebook. I don't know, like, when you're just clicking on your Facebook, I click on it and whatever. But I just found out that you can remove the Facebook dating tab. So if you are wanting to not look at that thing, remove it from your tab. Please. Literally, when I found out I could do that, like, you just press it and delete it, the gates of heaven opened. I was like, wow, I don't have to look at all these. Ugh. Because I'm sure if I met some of these people in real life, I would see them not in a bad picture, because for some reason men cannot take good pictures. It's actually a disease. Or maybe it's just because they don't have to worry about how they're perceived. And even the man with the worst pictures can get a really, really good Tinder date, because women see potential in everything. Yeah. And I don't even know what's wrong with me. Like, actually, no. Nothing's wrong with me. It's just that I always delete my dating apps, because I start scrolling and I get just so sick of it, I have to delete it. And then, for some reason, every 5 months, 6 months, I download them again in a desperate attempt for connection. But I think it has to be hormonal. It has to be hormonal. But I think I went through something in the past 4 days where I was just like yearning. I was yearning for connection. And the fact that I watched Heated Rivalry did not help. It actually made me sob into a puddle of loneliness. Why will nobody love me? Why will nobody love me? Why will nobody love me? I want somebody to love me the way that Hollander loves Rosnoff. Please, please, come to my cottage. But unfortunately, I'm not a gay hockey player. Living my best life in my 8-year situationship. I'm just a girl in Toronto with Toronto mans. But it's okay. It's not, but it's okay. Honestly, I just think that dating apps is like emotionally terroristic brain rot. It is the same thing as scrolling and wasting your time. Swipe, 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 swipe. Ah, man. Swipe or no swiping. Let's try that, please. Very much a waste of time. There was a time last year, around this time last year, where I was going on a lot of dates. Like, a lot. Because I was like, I am going to find my man. I did not find my man. I actually got my heart broken twice by two men I never dated. By one man I went on 3 dates with, and by one man I went on 2 dates with. Heart shattered. Because I was like, this is my man. Oh my god. This is my man. And then, well, one of them was decent enough to just break things off very kindly. Shout out to you, man. And I can't even believe it. I was so invested. And I even put it aside that you were blonde. And then the other guy, we went on 3 dates. Everything seemed to be going well. And then he just started blowing me off. We had plans to go on a trip, stuff like that. We were talking for about maybe 2 months, whatever. And he just blew me off and then one day stopped responding. And then he messaged me 5 months later. 5 months later. Hey, text at 3 a.m. Sorry, I wasn't ready for a relationship back then, but now I am. Do you want to talk? What am I? You know, pick up and play? You think this is just like I'm just here waiting? I'm just here waiting for you? One thing about me, I don't let a man reject me and then go for him. At least I try not to. I won't say I've never have, but we try to not do that anymore. When I was in my dating era, I found nothing of substance, mostly just casual situations and men who could not commit. Oh my gosh. Like, I went on 3 dates with this one guy who didn't want marriage, and that's fine. I don't know why I even went on a second date with him when I knew that he didn't want marriage. The thing about me, I don't want to say I have low standards. I don't want to say I have low standards, but they are relatively low. Like, if I'm being honest with myself, I don't expect much from men, but I should start. If I want this super amazing high quality man, I really need to start expecting a lot more from men. But honestly, if a man has a job and a car, I'm kind of good. You can be a garbage man, baby. If you take my trash out, you know? If you take my trash out, if you handle me like the bags. I'm kidding. But if a man has a job and has a car, I know it's hypocritical because I don't have a car, but we can't both not drive. Like, even if I was a man, I would be the worst man ever. Oh my god. If I was a man and I couldn't drive, I'd want a woman who could drive. We can't both not drive. That's crazy. I'm working on getting my license, so please don't ream me in the comments. If my man can drive and he has a job, I'm set. But we also need to think about the way that he treats me and all that other stuff. It can't just be those 2 things, unfortunately. He also has to be ambitious and like his job. That's one thing. Another thing that I really, really hate about dating apps is just, it feels like a second job. It feels like managing these conversations and doing statistic comparison, etc., etc. Again, to my point where you're not even viewing these people as people, you're just viewing them as these profiles and as how curated and aesthetic the profiles are, whatever. It's so superficial. When will we find time to actually go out and meet people? Where are we going to meet these people? That is the bigger question. Because people don't even want to approach you anymore. Personally, I don't even want to be approached in the club. because you guys are gonna hate me for this because it's so hypocritical and it's such a double standard. But why the fuck are you a man in the club? Thinking that I want to date a man that goes to the club. Now, I'm a woman who's going to the club, so I'm no better. But I know that if I got a man, I would not club the way that I club as a single young turned girl. But I don't believe that a man will not club the same way that he clubs when he's single. That's just my own trust issues, of course. You know, not all men, but always a man. But hey, of course there have been couples that meet in the club and love to go clubbing together. Personally though, also, I don't love the club. I like the club. I don't love the club. And I only go to the club with friends. I only go to the club with friends and I'm only there when they invite me. And when I tell you, they're quite literally dragging me out of the house. That is an understatement. They get to club with me once every quarter. And also a lot of Toronto clubs aren't even playing good music. But I digress. I don't want to meet my man in the club. That's not the love story I'm looking for. But where else? Where else do I go? I need to go places, bro. Let me know. I know this was kind of an unstructured video. This is very much a ramble. But let me know what you guys think. Because I've just been so sick and tired of the dating apps. And it's very much a decenter-men type thing. I just want to be cute and turn and happy, you know? I'm hopping off. Thank you so much for watching and for listening to me rant. Let me know your opinions in the comments. And please, be back for another video. Because we're all hot, young, and turned together. We gotta stick together. Okay, bye.